Well, it's a great pleasure to welcome Anton Kopytov, who is the head of MarTech and Data Product. It's really great to have you with us representing CloudSmiths. You're in London. How are you doing, firstly, Anton, and thank you for joining us.
My pleasure being here. I'm doing very well. Thank you, Aki.
That's great to hear. Well, before we start, CloudSmiths, I've heard a lot about CloudSmiths. Could you introduce CloudSmiths to us and outline what your core services are? What do you guys do?
Yeah, sure. So CloudSmith is a passionate team of technologists on a mission to unlock the power of cloud for the businesses across Africa, Middle East, and the United Kingdom. So we are positioning ourselves as transformation consultants and partners to the business, which means that we go beyond engineering, data engineering and software engineering, and implementing the technology. So we help companies to achieve breakthrough growth. So this entitles the work with the clients to identify and design the vision for transformation, craft actionable roadmaps for the transformational programs, and empower the customers to realize the full potential of the transformation journey with this or another platform, this or another stack, etc. So through the strategic guidance, cutting-edge solutions, and ongoing support, so we accelerate innovation, so we unlock value, and we deliver measurable results. So three things that we have or three key domains that we have in our services portfolio are the data engineering, which is we build the infrastructure for the data ingestion, data management, data transformation, data modeling, and all this stuff. Machine learning and AI, so using the cutting edge technologies, so we help customers to identify and surface insights and empower decision making across the whole enterprise, as well as automate the tasks. And the final one is the software development. So we build cutting edge solutions, bespoke solutions, custom applications that streamline the operations and empower growth. So that's who we are.
Fantastic. So you're the like the superheroes for businesses, that you help them unlock a tremendous amount of value and very important aspects to any business that you mentioned. So thank you for that. And your role as the executive head of the MarTech product and solution team at CloudSmiths, what do you do?
So I have two hats. So the first one is the executive hat of the MarTech product, and the second one is the solutions hat. So on the MarTech product side, so my team empowers the businesses to unlock the full potential of the technology and data in the marketing domain. So my background is 20 years in the marketing communications companies, and that's naturally brought me into that role. So we focus, me and my team. So my team consists of the data software engineers, data and technology transformation consultants, product owners, and the business analysts. So in the MarTech product, side, so we focus on three things: the segmentation and activation. So we help businesses to build and deploy and service the applications to build the new audiences, segment audiences, activate the audiences on multiple marketing channels. The second area is the advanced analysis and the insights, and the third one is the data-driven measurement, decision making. Coming from the attribution analysis, campaign optimization on multiple channels, identifying what audiences can be reached effectively, and what channels, what messages can resonate, and so on and so forth. And in my second role in the solutions, so my focus is on the strategic customers of CloudSmith, and we empower the CloudSmith sales teams with the technology and data architecture expertise. So across all the domains: sales, service, commerce, marketing, etc. So so we help to achieve the strategic alignments. We help the technology and data architecture design, and we work with the sales and with the delivery teams to ensure the smooth implementation.
Okay, that's quite a few roles you've got there. I'm sure it keeps you pretty busy every day. I've heard people describe
This is exciting.
CloudSmiths.
This is exciting, yeah.
Yeah, no, it's absolutely very exciting. Whenever you make a difference, whether it be businesses or to individuals' lives, it has to be exciting because you're doing something positive. I've heard CloudSmiths being described as Africa's most experienced Salesforce partner. Can you tell us more about this?
Oh, we're very proud to be recognized as the Africa's most experienced Salesforce partner, and this distinction reflects our extensive experience implementing the Salesforce technology for over 10 years, 12 years, for companies of different size in different industries: the finance, the retail, the logistics, the education institutions, and so on and so forth. We have a deep understanding of the platform's capability of Salesforce. Sales Cloud, Service Cloud, Commerce, Integration, Marketing Cloud, the platform and the industry, clouds as well. And our team always constantly upskilling. So we have numerous certifications, and we keep upskilling to stay ahead of the curve. So yeah, that's really pleasing to hear that accolade.
Now, it's I guess it's important to partner with an experienced implementer like CloudSmiths, and that essentially is critical for maximizing the Salesforce investments. Tell us about the Salesforce Data Cloud and what it offers to businesses, because that's a big aspect of the business, isn't it?
Yeah, so Salesforce Data Cloud is a powerful technology, and it allows the businesses to basically connect all the data sources coming from multiple domains, which builds the unified data set for the insights, for the activation, for the decision making, etc. So it has a very advanced and fantastic tools to prepare the data through the transformation, data governance, features, etc., which saves a lot of time. In the past, so businesses required huge teams of the IT and data personnel. Now with the intuitive interface, so this job, data sourcing and data transformation, can be done almost by any business user. So Data Cloud allows to query, analyze the data, and unsurface new insights about the customers, about customer behaviors, customer preferences, in different aspects of customer lives, whether they're browsing the websites, or whether they're searching for new products, or whether they are about to buy some goods, and helping them with the recommendations, helping them with the complementing products. So this is the other aspect of the Data Cloud. And Data Cloud allows to segment the audiences and then activate those audiences in the service channels, in the communication channels, in the sales channels, everywhere. So basically, connecting the data and unifying the data and presenting this data in the very intuitive way to the businesses. This is the core value of this product.
Yeah, and of course, everyone talks about data, right? But everyone's got lots of data, but are they making proper sense of the data? That's the differentiator here. And can you tell us about those key features of Salesforce Data Cloud, and how do they drive business value? Because you can have as much data as you want, but if it's not deriving any business value, then it's pointless, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly. Data sets in multiple systems and scattered across multiple applications. So the latest, survey by lots of different industry intelligence, think tanks says that any enterprise has over 900 different applications, tools, and systems that they use in their daily lives. So data is scattered there. Data is in different formats. Data is in different structures. So the first feature of the Data Cloud is connect all these data sources. So identify what you need to pull, what dimension, what metric, and how to start pulling the data from those data sources: CRM, ERP systems, marketing automation tools, the commerce systems, the applications, etc. The second feature is, okay, data is connected. Now you need to prepare the data through the transformation and the data governance. You need to understand the data lineage. You have to be very, clear and confident that you are not exposing any risks to the compliance, authorities or the governmental bodies, and you are not breaching any of the privacy that we value, for the consumers. So prepare data and ensure data governance. That's the second feature. The third one is the harmonization of the data. Harmonizing those different data structures to the unified model that will enable you to get sense of the data, model this data for this or another use case, either for the analytics use case, understanding and predicting the behaviors, or the activation use case, pushing the notification or pushing the messages, through multiple, channels, or, informing different, stakeholders across your organization and the partner, ecosystem about, the customer and what they're expects and what needs to be, how you need to engage with them. Then, query, analyze the data, apply artificial intelligence on top of this data, either using your own custom models that you can onboard on Data Cloud, or using the pre-trained models that Data Cloud is integrated with, from the vast majority of different partners. And then, segmenting the audiences, creating personalized experiences, and outputting data to multiple sources, for the activation. Continue to review, continue to track, continue to understand the lineage of data, continue to measure, and continue to optimize. So these are the core features, and each of the features, they have multiple functionalities and multiple use cases for different businesses and different product verticals.
So I mean, let's dive into that a bit deeper, because I understand that you can apply different solutions to different markets. At the end of the day, data is data, right? But how does CloudSmiths leverage Salesforce Data Cloud to empower businesses in high demand sectors? And you look at sectors like the financial services and retail to thrive in a rapidly evolving data landscape.
Oh yeah, those two sectors, they're the ones where we built a tremendous expertise, over the years. And yeah, so with Data Cloud, we can help our customers to make informed decisions, personalized customer experiences, and unlock growth opportunities. So specifically, we make this in a couple of different ways. So as we discussed already, so the first one is breaking down the silos. So financial institutions and retailers, they have this data scattered across systems like CRM and ERPs, etc., what the automation tools. So Data Cloud helps to unify this data in a single platform, provide holistic view of the customer, all the angles and all the facets of the customer across all the touch points. How they interacted with the brand advertising, or how they made the purchases, or how they interacted with the customer services, where they had different issues, what loyalty segments they belong to. With a unified view, we empower financial institutions. Right. So, for example, for the banks, we can tailor investment recommendations or loan options based on the customer financial history, whether the poor or rich customer, whether they are in middle segment or another. So we can tailor different offerings. So this is the product innovation. Retailers can personalize their product recommendations based on what the customer was buying in the past, or what is the best product complementing to what they have just purchased or about to purchase. So this is the data silos aspect. The second one is the AI powered insights. So with the AI capabilities in Salesforce Data Cloud, so companies can predict customer behavior, identify potential risks, which is very, very important, say for the financial institutions, predicting the churn, or predicting the or detect the fraudulent activity, and mitigate those, fraudulent activities, and build, some recommendations for the customers, whether they need to lock their card, or whether, whether something is happening. So retailers, on the other hand, can use this to forecast demand and optimize inventory, which is very important for this, a very, very versatile economy. What product goods or what are in high demand, and how we have to build the stock for those products, how we can effectively optimize our retail arm of our company, how to connect the retail and the trade together to have the maximum sales, etc., how to manage and optimize the price strategy. So exactly those use cases, so we activate for our customers. Then, goes the data-driven decision-making. So Data Cloud allows to optimize vast, areas of the data and improve operational efficiency. For instance, retailers identify which marketing campaigns are most effective, which channels are most effective. So in the past, and I've started my career in the advertising business, so it took weeks and months to build the creative, asset. And then you have, thousands of different channels. So the operational burden of resizing, building the ads for those channels was massive. Now with the data cloud, you can easily identify, okay, so I need to advertise there with that kind of the commercial. And, you send a quick, insight to your, production company, and you build creatives in thousands in minutes, very quickly. So, and the third, pillar is the enhanced regulatory, compliance, which is very important for the banking institutions, GDPR and the other regulations. So Data Cloud offers robust data governance tools that ensure the security of the data, access control, to the right stakeholders in the organization, and the enterprise compliance with all the regulations and many markets, in the world globally, with the Indian compliance laws, California, and so on and so forth, in South Africa and different countries. So this helps businesses mitigate data security risks, sleep always, safe, and be very safe, at night, build trust with customers. And the other, one of the most important factors as well is the flexibility and scalability. So this is the cloud solution. So it scales rapidly and very efficiently. So and it can accommodate any amount of data and process the terabytes of data within seconds. This is a very powerful thing, and this is a very powerful differentiator of Salesforce Data Cloud versus any of the other CDPs and the solutions in the marketplace. And additionally, the Data Cloud allows a flexible platform that can tailor to meet the specific needs of each customer, whether in the finance industry with the finance packages, or in the retail businesses, or in the professional services, etc.
Okay. No, that's interesting. And at the end of the day, it's all about the customer, right? And gaining those customer insights. We often hear about the customer experience. Could you explain how CloudSmiths utilizes Salesforce Data Cloud to enhance businesses' understanding and interaction with their customers? Because at the end of the day, it's all about the customer experience.
Oh, yeah, sure. So we help the customers to analyze the purchase history, browsing behavior, loyalty program, information. So we enrich this data with the external data sources, demographics, or the weather, information, or anything pertaining to their businesses. And this unified view allows to target ads precisely, recommend complementing products, offer personalized services. So, for example, with this 360-degree customer view, store associates can tailor their services based on the individual, preferences for different, loyalty, tiers. Or by analyzing past purchases, we can recommend complementary items that customers are more willing to buy, or they forgot to buy, or they were not considering to buy at all. This can be done through real-time product suggestions on the website, or in the target campaigns on social media, or on the display, videos, display, channels as well. So, basically, you're constrained just by your imagination. So, what was in the past almost hardly done, because you need a very complex infrastructure and very skilled army of skilled workers to query the data, to connect the data, etc. All of this is done now by the technology. The business user, business users can collaborate, service teams and marketing team and the sales team, together, swarm together, and manage the customer experiences, together. This is really powerful.
No, it is very powerful, and I guess the approach is to really enhance every aspect of that cloud infrastructure and how you're going to use the data. You mentioned earlier the regulatory environment, and you mentioned regulatory, and you mentioned security, and people go pale, and I mean it's a serious part of the entire ecosystem of managing data. What are CloudSmiths' key considerations for businesses that are integrating Salesforce Data Cloud into their systems, and especially what I just mentioned now regarding data security and regulatory compliance, because compliance is really critical in this whole discussion that we're having?
Salesforce Data Cloud has embedded capabilities for consent management, for traceability, and lineage analysis of different data sets. embedded security protocols and very intuitive interfaces for the compliance officers and the risk officers. And this is one of the use cases of the data cloud, to help them see what data is coming, put the proper guardrails, control, manage the access control to different stakeholders within their organizations and partner organizations to be on the safe side of the business. So in the past, the hybrid approaches, and many approaches, existing, currently on the marketplace, so they require the third-party, tools and third-party applications to do that. With Data Cloud, you have all in one, so you have them embedded, and you just need to configure, which saves a lot of time, which ensures high standards of the quality of the compliance and the regulatory environments, and it saves time, saves money, and mitigates lots of risks.
Could you discuss the impact? And I mean, obviously, AI and machine learning is really the talking point at the moment. But it's been around for a while. Let's be honest. But it's become very sexy in the last 2 years with the likes of ChatGPT, etc. But the impact of AI and machine learning in Salesforce Data Cloud, and how CloudSmiths yourselves helps businesses harness these technologies for tangible benefits, because it's all very well to have machine learning and AI there, but are we using it properly?
So two main aspects by which you can, or by which Data Cloud can empower businesses in the area of the AI. The first one, Data Cloud enables the use of the pre-trained generative AI models without expensive training. So OpenAI models and many others on the marketplace, they are already integrated, to the Salesforce, Data Cloud. So you just select what works for you, which your compliance officer and the IT team has agreed, to utilize, and you use the power of them. The second one is, you can onboard your custom model. So you can build the model using the Salesforce Data Cloud, infrastructure. So which again, saves quite a lot of time, and you use the processing, power of the Salesforce, which, at the end allows, allows to activate 3 domains of the use cases of the AI: personalization, the personalized, experiences across, multiple, domains, omni-channel things. Businesses can leverage customer data for highly targeted, relevant interactions, in service or sales or marketing, whatever. The second one is the automated workflows. AI can help you to generate the flows, the steps of the activities in different, aspects of your business with real-time, data. And it again, streamlines the operations, eliminates the risks of the human, error, etc. And, the intelligence insights, the new things that were not evident to people because, there are some non-trivial, aspects that you have to consider. So AI and the models onboarded to Data Cloud allows, this. Einstein leverages real-time data for smarter decision-making for different stakeholders and different levels. Either it's the C-suite people or the directors or the a team that implements and executes, different, parts of the enterprise, activity. So, and by, leveraging these, capabilities, so we help, businesses ultimately save costs. You don't need to have the infrastructure, to run the model or train the model, etc. Save time. It's very fast. So you just, configure, the tool. You're not building, from scratch, and ultimately grow revenue and, achieve the competitive advantage.
And when you look at the common data management challenges, because let's be honest, I mean, data is complex and there are challenges around it. What are those challenges that CloudSmiths addresses using Salesforce Data Cloud?
I will focus on the 4 main things that resonate with me the most. The first one is the data silos and the data integration. So the fragmented data landscape, in the past required teams, big teams, and very skilled professionals to connect the disparate systems and create the unified view. in the past. So we, as the businesses, we had the limited visibility, which hindered, comprehensive customer, understanding. Now, this challenge is cracked by the products like, Salesforce Data Cloud. The second one is the data quality, and again, to transform the data, to eliminate different errors in the data sets, inaccurate data, inconsistent data. So everything that led to the flawed insights and ineffective strategies now is done by the Data Cloud very effectively. So Data Cloud has the tools and capabilities for cleaning data, standardizing the data, transforming, ensuring accuracy, and enabling data for the accurate analysis. The third one is the identity resolution, very powerful tool within Data Cloud, identifying and unifying customer data across different formats and representations. So one consumer may have different representations in different platforms, and you may think that you're communicating to the same consumer, or to different consumers, but they are the same. It may irritate, or it can lead to lots of inefficiencies or ineffectiveness. And data lineage, data traceability. So understanding the origin, the journey of the data is very crucial, especially in this highly compliant and highly regulatory environments in many industries, and basically for all the industries. So the Data Cloud's data lineage capabilities allows to track the provenance of the data, ensure transparency of and adherence to the requirements set in local markets and globally. So those four challenges, I think that Data Cloud addresses perfectly well.
Okay. Now, you've obviously got your finger on the pulse on the trends and what's happening in the cloud and what's happening with analytics and data. What kind of emerging trends in data management do you see as pivotal, and how is CloudSmiths preparing businesses to leverage Salesforce Data Cloud in light of these trends? Because I guess we're in a market that's fluid and changing all the time. You guys need to forecast and see what's happening and where the changes are, and you need to help your clients adjust to these changes. What are you seeing? What kind of trends are you seeing?
This is a very good question. So I am focusing on three main topics at the moment, and the data management landscape in particular is undergoing significant tectonic shifts, and it's always evolving. So the trends a year ago, or the trends 3 years ago, they were different to what we have right now. So let's focus on now and in the foreseeable future, the next 12 months. Three things that I will highlight. First one is the real-time analytics and insights. So businesses are not ready to wait, and consumers are not ready to wait for weeks or days for the proper insight, how to engage with the audiences. Real time is the big thing. Capturing the data in real time, transforming the data in real time, cleaning and getting the quality data sets for the analysis in real time. So this is what enables businesses to move faster and to get the competitive edge. And Data Cloud has the capabilities, as we just discussed with you earlier. The second trend is the data democratization accessibility. Now literally everyone in the organization, being it a small, a small company or an enterprise firm, so everyone in the company needs to make decisions based on data and needs to interact with data using the most powerful interface, the human, language. Interacting with the data using human language is a powerful, thing that Salesforce offers within Data Cloud and within Tableau Pulse, and we at CloudSmith are building our custom solutions that we onboard on the App Exchange, which is integrated with Data Cloud. While everyone can ask the question to the data, and the rest is done by the technology. The technology translates the human question into the machine query, queries the right data, transform this data into the data set for the analysis, analyzes this data set, and represents this in the most compelling visual or any other means of the communication that pertains to the user role. So data democratization and accessibility to the data, that's the second biggest trend that I see right now. And data privacy and governance, this is the thing that you can hear everywhere. Every day you hear the scandals of the data breaches, you hear the issues of this or another business having some trouble with the data privacy. So data cloud's built-in security features coupled with our expertise how to manage them, the data governance, best practices, so ensure robust data access controls and compliance with the relevant data privacy regulations. So data privacy is the third thing. So three things: real-time analytics, democratization of the data, and respect the privacy and the governance.
Yeah, very, very important. Those three things that you mentioned, and isn't it quite extraordinary how fast data is moving? Analyzing that data, and when you compare the speed at which data was moving 5 years ago versus today, and how it's accelerating with things like 5G, for example, it's quite extraordinary how organizations are dealing with such volumes of data at such speed. It's quite extraordinary. How does CloudSmiths support business? Yeah, it's insane. I mean, I'm sure you've seen this as well in the last 5 years, and you think, wow, are we moving that fast in 2024? Let's talk about support, because support is a critical part of this, isn't it? And how does CloudSmith support businesses in deploying Salesforce Data Cloud to align with their strategic objectives?
Different businesses are at different stages of the maturity, and you always need to start with understanding and running the audit of the technology data infrastructure readiness and the organizational readiness and the processes readiness. Are the businesses ready to grasp the full spectrum of what Data Cloud offers to them, or they need to go through certain organizational transformation? This is where we start. We run those audits and the maturity and assessments and the organizational readiness, which allows us to craft very precise and relevant strategies for every business. Okay, your steps should cover these specific activities and these programs. Some organizations will move faster and jump directly into certain aspects. Others, they need to fix some of the foundations. So and we are studying there. Then, based on this, on the results of the assessments of the maturity and the organization readiness, so we built the roadmap for the Data Cloud, implementation, and built on that, based on that roadmap. So we go to the customization and integration. So we identify the use cases and we build the programs. Okay, what needs to be done to bring a particular use case to life, and then go to and create the unified customer experience management, environment tailored to the client's strategic vision. So which ensures that this is not technology per technology's sake. This is the technology that will address specific needs and specific abilities of the customer. Then, we offer the service of the change management expertise and adoption services. So we help customers to not just to train their employee base, but change the culture, embed the Data Cloud and the products associated with Data Cloud into the working processes and procedures. Sometimes we give the consultancy what processes can be changed and how, what workloads should be changed and how. And we set clear framework of the measurement of the and optimization of the program deployment and the transformational program deployment. Like, these are the stages. These are the indicators that by which you can gauge whether you're moving into the right direction, or you should slow down a little bit, or you should move faster, and so on and so forth. And this aligns with this client's strategic objectives, what they need to achieve from the data products, from the unified data, from the unified optimized experiences that they wish to deliver to their customers.
Now, when you look at CloudSmith's expertise, you guys come with a lot of expertise when it comes to Salesforce Data Cloud. How do you provide that competitive advantage to businesses over those using those traditional customer data platforms that we see around?
Yeah. Let me focus on three differentiators of the Salesforce Data Cloud. I used to work with many marketing CDPs in the past, and I can compare Salesforce Data Cloud to the solutions in this area. So The first one is the beyond marketing. Salesforce Data Cloud is not a tool just for the marketing use case. Salesforce Data Cloud provides 360-degree customer view across sales and service and commerce, domains and enterprise resource management, etc., which differentiates it from the other tools. It's not just marketing, it's not just advertising, it's not just marketing automation. The second differentiator is it's faster and more secure. So Data Cloud utilizes zero copy data architecture, which is very important for the regulatory. So you're not moving data, you're not you're not moving data from one location to another. You're processing data and you're taking insights, keeping the data where it resides, and it scales faster. Because Salesforce Data Cloud is placed on the Salesforce, Hyperforce, super performant multi-cloud, platform that scales efficiently. And the third differentiator, and this is very powerful differentiator, is the Einstein advantage, the AI advantage. So, we leverage our expertise in the AI and machine learning integrated with the Salesforce Data Cloud and full power of the Einstein AI platform, enabling businesses to leverage real-time data for modeling and the insights, personalized experiences, smarter automation, and data-driven decisions. And this is the differentiator. Many of the existing CDPs, they are either interaction CDPs, so they can take some decisions, how to optimize the campaigns, but they are not looking at that level of comprehension of the different aspects of the data and the business environment, and they're lacking the capabilities to utilize the most powerful technologies at the day, generative AI and machine learning.
And then finally, it's Anton. If you look at the the workshops that you guys provide and that Salesforce provides, at the end of the day, it's all about empowering people, right? Could you share the CloudSmiths Salesforce Data Cloud workshops are designed to address specific business challenges? Because it's all very well having all of this integration, but if you haven't empowered your workforce within your organization, they can't use these tools effectively. And the key takeaways for these participants attending these workshops.
So we designed our Data Cloud workshops specifically to address the industry-specific data silos and actionable insights in need in the industries where we have the deepest expertise, finance, media and entertainment, retail and logistics. So we have the challenge-driven learning. So we start with the use case identification, what goals and business objectives the organizations have and how they translate into the data challenges. What is the challenge in terms of the data unification and data integration? So we discuss with the customers the data infrastructure and the technology infrastructure and the challenges that they may have, and help them to build detailed programs how to crack that thing. So which means that we crack for them the data silos and the unified view challenge. We help them to identify the ultimate goal of the application of product like Data Cloud. What is the ultimate what is the North Star of unified data? Do you want to get better insights, more powerful insights, more holistic insights, or more horizontal insights across your business? Predictive analytics, descriptive analytics, prescriptive analytics using the AI. What happened and why it happened, what may have happened but did not, what will happen, and what you should do to achieve this or another target, which is one of the use cases for Data Cloud. So this is also a clearly defined set of the use cases and clearly defined set of the steps. The actionability of the workshop is something that I really like, and this is something that our customers value so much. It's not theoretical, it's very, very embedded and very well landed into the business problematics that they have. And the second, domain of the use case, or maybe a customer needs to have the unified, data to personalize the experiences in business to business or business to consumer, business to consumer, space. How, connected data can help, to achieve this. This is a completely different, beast to the analytics use case. This is the activation. This is the different, level of managing the data. This is the streaming data, usually, and so on and so forth. So, and with this, multifaceted, approach, Aki, so we empower the participants not only to understand their data, but also use it to predict the future outcomes. How the data can help the business to grow, how the data can help the business to optimize the bottom line and the cost of doing this, business, how we can help to create the competitive, edge. So in essence, so we help to unlock the potential that the customers, have sitting on vast amounts of data, but not connected, sitting on multiple systems, but again, not integrated. So we connect the dots. And it's a good segue to the first question: who we are as CloudSmiths. So we are the transformation consultants. We use data and technology to help the businesses grow, and that's it.
And unlock value. And you've put it so eloquently. Joining those dots and just connecting everything together to really ultimately unlock that value in an organization. Anton Kopytov, who's the head of MarTech and Data Product at CloudSmiths, thank you so much for joining us from London and sharing your insights with us today on What's Next.
Thank you, Aki. My pleasure.